You can hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, 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 bye. And I'm gonna know. Bye, bye, bye. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
It's another edition of Distorted Minds coming at ya.
Bringing it back. It's more instead of bye, bye, bye. It's hi, hi, hi. How you doing?
Hi. Yeah, we'll say bye-bye at the
How you
end, right? That's pretty good. I like that.
Two mice.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
I don't like goodbyes. I like to say hellos.
Woo,
How
boy.
you doing?
We're here to talk movies again.
Once again.
Boy, howdy. That's what we love to do.
That's what we do even when there's not
movies,
microphones
man?
in our faces. We
Don't you
talk
just
about movies.
Love movies?
I do. I'm super
movies
thankful.
Movies are amazing.
I'm super thankful for movies.
Aren't you glad that we get to live in an era where movies exist?
There's a lot of them, too.
And at this caliber
ones,
of movies,
ones.
man. Movies are mind-blowing.
They can do a lot. They can make old people look young.
That's true.
There's a lot.
Yeah, Robert De Niro in The Irishman.
Yeah, I think we're about to enter like an even more weird world of movies where people who've passed away years ago, like their family, their estate is going to sign their rights over for them to be in movies.
I think they're doing that with James Dean.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, they're going to be just digitally recreating dead people to be in movies. So it's going to be fucking whack. We might go see a movie with James Dean in it within the next couple of years. And what if he wins an Oscar? Who wins that Oscar? Who gets the Oscar?
They should bring back
Who gets the Academy Award?
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, make another of his movies.
If we ever get around to writing Twister 2, we got that in the bank.
There we go.
We're bringing back.
Digitally.
They're bringing back Philip Seymour Hoffman for what? Twister 2. It's
Electric Boogaloo.
75% of the movie's budget is just Philip Seymour Hoffman to come back.
Fuck around with
it's
the
fucked
tornadoes.
Up. Like, I mean, so you got animators, people, voice actors, animators. Are they gonna take old audio of him and use different syllables and words to craft his dialogue?
Yeah,
because they've done that before already. Nerd alert and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The character Rey goes down to like this basement. Anyway, she opens up like a treasure chest. Inside's a lightsaber. She grabs it. She has like a hallucination dream. But they say that they use old Alec Guinness, the original Obi-Wan Kenobi from like the 70s and early 80s, who's passed on. They cut out some words for him to say Rey, right? It was his voice.
Yeah.
But they took some different words, chopped it up. I think they may have took like afraid. He's like, don't be afraid, Luke. And they were like, Rey. Like they're already doing that stuff. So
I prefer Ewan McGregor.
Hey, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi next week, I think.
We forgot to write on the clapper board today,
all
but
right.
we'll do a quick snapshot.
We'll just start over. We'll scrap this whole thing and do it over again.
It's all good. It's all gold.
We'll fix it in post.
Let's do a snapshot and fucking clap into this. It looks the same as every other damn snapshot. I don't know what to do anymore. Ready?
That was.
Fuck.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
Not a clue what that was.
It doesn't matter.
None of it really matters.
I know.
Nothing really matters.
Why do I even do it?
Anyone can see.
Yeah, I'm about to sing that tomorrow at karaoke.
Oh, shit.
Nah, maybe. I don't know.
Night Owls?
This other place, The Grove, because I feel like it won't be as busy as Night Owls. You know, you only get like 1 or 2 songs if you go to Night Owls,
No,
dude.
you want to sing a whole fucking set.
Well,
You just want to. It's karaoke, but it's just you up there.
Yeah.
You're waiting for somebody else to get done. Like, they hurry the fuck up. I got 3 more songs to do.
Yeah. I don't know how busy it'll be at this one, but it seems like a more
Low key.
low key fucking type shit.
Are you really going to sing
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Well, I do it a lot. I mean, me and my buddy Marshall. If Marshall comes out, we're for sure doing it.
Marshall.
Yeah.
Nice. Have a
Shout out to Marshall.
I also have a cousin named Marshall. So shout
That's
out
not
to
his
him.
real name. We kind of named him Marshall.
Oh, what's his real name?
Eric Brittain.
Has nothing to. There's no Marshall in there at all.
I
It's
know.
not even,
Well,
is that his middle name?
he became Marshall because of that stupid show, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I love that show.
Jason Segel.
Yeah.
His name's Marshall, and he kind of reminded me of him. It's a certain, mannerisms or something.
I think of that show.
So
and
I just started calling him Marshall.
I think of that show.
And he got it tattooed, Marshall, on his
Really?
on his
He's
forearm.
He fully committed.
He did.
He's super committed. Was he drunk when he got it? Like, Marshall, what's the significance? Was that your father's name, your grandfather's name, or no? Just my buddy Kevin just started fucking calling me Marshall one day.
Well, he was good friends with my brother that died.
Okay.
And he also called him Marshall.
Oh, okay. So there's a little.
There's a little backstory to it.
Backstory going on in there.
But yeah, he embraced that nickname and went with it. But yeah, good times.
Good times.
Now we're here to talk some movies. That was kind of a random, what do you call it, tangent that we went on. But tangents are fun. Wild tangent.
You can go on them.
So, Mike, have you watched any other movies besides these 2 we're talking about today?
A few.
Throw one at me.
I went to see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I've heard it was great.
That was a pretty fun movie. It was pretty awesome.
Do you think I would like it? Think about it. My eyes.
Kevin. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
It's an A24 movie.
Yeah.
So
is Red Rocket, by the way.
It's way different than... It's hard to describe it, really. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. At the end,
Is
it's
it
kind
Jamie
of...
Lee Curtis in it?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's fucking pretty good in it. It's like it's a man and a wife kind of story at the end of the day, with different realities, multiverse stuff going on with kung fu fights. A lot of shit you never seen in some fight scenes before. It's
worth
it's original.
watching.
Yeah, for sure. Then I saw Doctor Strange. Also has a lot to do with multiverse and things like that. I feel like if I hadn't seen...
Maybe they were the same movie.
There was some similar things. That's what I was going to say. I feel like if I hadn't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, that maybe I would have been more impressed with Doctor Strange. Not that it was bad. It was good. I enjoyed Doctor Strange.
Did they just have a better way of, the multiverse?
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once was a little more Multiverse of Madness than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. When you have a title called Multiverse of Madness,
and
I was expecting some more madness.
That one first?
I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once first.
Yeah.
And then went back and seen Doctor Strange.
Okay.
They were both good. You'd definitely probably like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Hell yeah, I'll watch it.
I liked it.
I'll eventually get to it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll go to the theater for it.
Yeah, I got that AMC thing.
You got the pass. How's that been going?
It's good.
Is that the only 2 you've seen so far?
Well, The Northman, and so I've only seen 3.
Right.
It's $20 a month.
But it's, yeah.
You go a few times. You get
It's only been a couple
pays
weeks.
For itself, basically. After you go once, you get free refills and you pay the cheapest prices for drinks and popcorn.
Fuck yeah, man.
So it's not bad, and it doesn't matter the format, 3D, IMAX. We went to go see Doctor Strange in IMAX 3D, which was nice.
Hell yeah.
There's some more movies coming out I want to go see. That are
you gotta wear glasses and shit?
In the
Is
3D.
that one?
In the 3D.
I haven't been to one of those
They have
movies
IMAX. They have IMAX where it's just the big screen, and then they have the 3D IMAX.
That shit kind of hurts. Gives me a headache or something.
I've heard that. I don't I'm lucky I don't run into that.
Well, I forget what movie I saw. It was like a Pixar or something. Do you remember when Brad Pitt and I think it was Matt Damon were little shrimp guys?
No, I don't think I saw that one.
I want to say Happy Feet, but maybe not Happy Feet, something like that.
That was like a Penguins one.
Right.
The little penguin guy was dancing and shit. You're like, oh, he's got happy feet.
Yeah. But, anyways.
Anywho, and then
I
did I watch anything else? Movies? I'm like trying to remember. I don't think
jot
so.
them down
I know.
after you
I forget
them.
about them. Watched a lot of Trailer Park Boys. I had been telling you about my dreams since I dream again now.
Yeah,
I write them down. I had a dream. It was last Saturday night. I fell asleep watching Trailer Park Boys on my couch, and I dreamed that I was partying with Mr. Leahy, and then I was in the trailer park, but it was a giant sound stage, and there was like a live audience crowd, and then shit just started getting weird as fuck. Like Mr. Leahy kept hiding his head in his shirt and scaring me, like where I thought he didn't have a head. And I thought he was just like a look-alike.
R.I.P. Leahy, bro.
I was like, man, you look just like him. You should go to like Comic Cons and Pop Cons. People will love you. And he was like, okay. And he'd pour another drink and stuff. And we was getting hammered with him.
I am the liquor.
And then it all got really weird and dark at one point, as my dreams.
The shit hawks are circling.
The shit winds are blowing.
I don't want to fuck with no shit hawks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
God, that's a great show.
Yeah.
I need to go back through it.
I started at the beginning, and
I've seen it. I went through it like probably 4 times by now.
but
it's worth it.
I'll turn it on at night and fall asleep to it. So there's like,
it's
I've already seen it. You know what I mean?
One of those ones you could just throw on and not pay 100% attention to it. I do that with like Seinfeld and shit. Love Seinfeld.
I started to get into Seinfeld, and then
it's such a great show.
I just deviated to something else. Mm-hmm. But I can't think of any more movies that I watched off the top of my head.
All right, let's see. I got Tangerine is one of the ones I watched. We sort of mentioned about it before we started recording. It's about like these transgender hookers. It was pretty good, actually. Okay. It's a good movie.
Is it like Tootsie?
It's the director of Red Rocket, because I think Red Rocket is his 3rd movie. This is his 1st movie, and I believe some of it was shot on iPhone and shit like that. So it was pretty neat. And I don't know. The Florida Project is the one I haven't seen yet, but I feel like it's gonna be good. This guy, I like Sean Baker.
Oh, same guy. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Sean Baker.
It does seem like a low budget type of movie, but like the story is pretty good, and it's worth it. It's on Netflix. Then I watched Jackass 3. Just threw it on just because.
I watched Jackass 1 after the Gojira concert.
Hey.
Yeah, it didn't hold up.
It didn't? Mm-mm. I kind of liked Jackass 3. I was having fun.
I feel like it was just like they took bits that would have been on the show and put it in the movie. But it was the first one, so it was like nostalgic. I remember my stepdad taking me, my cousin Marshall, and my cousin
shout out Marshall.
My cousin Philip to go see it. We were stoked because Jackass was the biggest thing on the fucking planet at the time when you're in 7th grade.
I swear to God, that shit was like a phenomenon back in the day.
So I had memories of going to see that, and there was still some parts I laughed at. For sure, but I was just like, man, I feel old, I was like, that was 20 years ago.
Was it really?
2002.
Oh, fuck me.
20 years ago. Everybody looks relatively the same except for Bam. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck happened to him?
Yeah, that dude went through a lot of shit.
And then Knoxville looks the same except he's got like white hair now.
Yeah.
But if you remember when we went to see Jackass Forever, like half the movie, his hair was still dark, and it was like through the movie he aged or something. Like by the end of the certain things, he had white hair. It was like he aged. I don't know, but yeah, I did watch Jackass. That jogged my fucking memory.
Yeah, jogged it.
I just remember thinking those were the coolest guys ever. Like, I was a big fan of Jackass, the CKY videos,
It's crazy
Viva
that
La Bam.
they're like stunt men who all fucking found each other and had a great time.
I still have the CKY DVDs, like all 4 of them. Like, I bought CKY 4. I seen it at Disc Replay a few years ago. I was like, I gotta buy it.
I don't think
haven't
I ever
watched
really
it.
watched
Haven't put it in.
them.
But I was like, I gotta have it to have it. I have
Yeah.
Haggard. I love Haggard. I thought about picking Haggard a few times for this.
I don't know that.
That's a movie that Bam, Deco, and some of the CKY crew like wrote an actual movie with a story and filmed it. And yeah, it's like I guess maybe like a cultish classic. I don't know. Love it.
But yeah, I watched Red Rocket with Sarah.
What was her take?
And I think she liked it. But after it was over, we're still hanging out, so that's why I threw on Jackass. But I've been so unlucky with this fucking movie, Red Rocket. Like I was telling you, I rented it on Amazon the first time, and it gets all blurry. You know, it has those bouts of being blurry throughout the whole goddamn movie, because Amazon's a terrible company. Right?
Didn't you have that? With all the money they have, they could...
I know, Bezos, get the fuck on it.
Keep their fucking, their frame rates up.
I'm tired of using Amazon. I bought something on there, and it never showed up, so...
Damn.
I'm tired of that. I did get a refund, but still...
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck. I've been using Voodoo, the Fandango app. What else did I watch? Bone Tomahawk.
Never heard of it. Never seen it.
It was recommended by some random person on TikTok. I was scrolling through TikTok, and they said, this is a crazy movie. It's Kurt Russell. It's some other guy you probably heard of. I forget his name. But it's like a Western, like a horror Western, which is kind of fun. Also, there was things I liked about it and things I didn't like about it. But ultimately, it's just not a great movie. But it was fine.
It was fine.
It's fine to watch once, I guess.
Serviceable.
I do like Westerns, but...
I do too, man. I do like some Westerns.
And Kurt Russell's always great in a Western, right?
He's usually pretty good just in about anything. Put him in.
Yeah, Overboard. Remember that rapey movie?
No. Didn't see that. I remember the Adam Sandler Overboard movie. Did you ever see that? Like one of the first things he ever did? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, but I never watched it.
He was like on a cruise. I rented it once.
I remember seeing the box at Blockbuster.
Yep. I rented it one time. And
not worth it?
No, not even when I was a kid. I was like, this is not good. Like this is not Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. This is not.
Man, they had what is it called? The thumbnail or whatever for Happy Gilmore on Netflix.
It's in the top 10.
It doesn't look like Adam Sandler. It looks weird. I don't know.
I've seen it too. The other day when I got on Netflix, it said it was in the top 10.
Yeah.
Movies. I was like, nice.
Nice.
Having a resurgence. It's classic.
All right, a couple more. I watched Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Nice. Was that the one where they go to Japan?
Yeah. It's not a great movie, but I watched it for nostalgic purposes because that's the one I remember the most. Okay. Most people talk about the other ones, Knuckle Up, and then there was just Three Ninjas, I think.
The first one was when my mom had a roommate. Anyway, it was one of their tapes where it came on HBO and somebody taped it. It was that and The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard
with Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston. So it was they taped HBO was on and they taped the Three Ninjas and then on the other movie on the tape was The Bodyguard.
Yeah. You would get those 3-hour fucking VHS tapes, dude. I remember that.
And I wore that fucking Three Ninjas tape out. It was the 90s. Everything was fighting.
Everything was ninja. Remember how huge ninjas were back
then? Dude,
yeah. You don't hear about ninjas that much anymore.
No, ninjas were the shit.
It was so cool.
Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, you fucking name it. Mm-hmm. The Three Ninjas, though.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Classic. Yeah, there you go.
Chris Farley was a fucking ninja.
R.I.P.
All right.
He's like, this is the scroll. He's like, the great white ninja. He's like, oh, he's like, that's Sensei with the geishas. Good story. But for a different time, he rolls him back. Catches him on fire. Anyway.
Sensei of humor.
Classic. Chris Rock.
Yeah, last one I watched was just this morning. It's called American, the Bill Hicks story. You know about Bill Hicks?
He was a comedian.
Yes.
I know that. And I remember maybe Bob and Tom talking about him.
Young. He was like 32 or something.
Okay, then no, I probably never.
Pancreatic cancer, but he was like a fucking. That guy, I don't know.
Was he ahead of his time?
Yeah, he knew. I don't know. He saw the world differently than most people.
I like that about comedians. Sometimes their view of the world is,
That's how I like Theo Vaughn. I just love how his brain works, dude.
I've been hearing a lot about him.
He's so good.
I started to watch an interview he did. Who was on his show? It was just a few days ago. I started to watch it.
This past weekend, that's his
I
podcast.
Can't remember who, but
was it Howie Mandel? I just saw a Howie Mandel clip.
No, it wasn't him. Fuck, I've total blank in it. But yeah, he has like a...
You know, Howie Mandel, that dude, he's got a cool story too, because...
He's a super germaphobe, right?
Yeah.
But he used to do that balloon or the condom trick where he would blow it up over his head.
Yeah, when he first started, like, he was a funny guy, like, naturally. He never thought about doing stand-up or whatever, and someone, like, said, hey, you should go up there and do it, and he went up there with no plan or nothing, and like he was nervous or whatever, and he reached into his pocket and found the glove, dude.
The glove. It wasn't a condom, yeah, it was a glove.
And he just stretched it over his head and started blowing it up with his nose.
Which I guess is like harmful to do.
It got a big laugh, and
yeah, I seem to remember him saying that, like he found out that it wasn't good to do that.
Probably not.
I remember Howie Mandel. I didn't know it was him at the time.
I mean, I don't know.
Did you see that movie in the 90s when we were kids called Little Monsters?
Fred Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Howie Mandel was that guy.
Yeah.
I used to watch that all the time, too.
I don't really remember that movie very much, but yeah.
I'm sure it fucking doesn't.
And then he had Bobby's World, which was fun. The cartoon. You ever watch that one?
No. Then he was like the Make a Deal guy for a while, right?
Yeah, or... Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it was.
Open the fucking case. What a stupid game that is.
Hey, man,
pick a number, you open the case.
He probably got paid truckloads of money for that.
For sure.
Truckloads.
I think he's doing another game show now, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, I think I saw a trailer or a commercial for that. It's called like Bullshit or something, maybe? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. It was on YouTube.
Anyways, let's get into one of these movies.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do.
Which one would you like to get into?
Mini, money,
first?
Which one?
I didn't go crazy on the notes this week.
I got some little notes. I don't know. Want to do Catch Me If You Can first?
Sure. Catch Me If You Can, director Steven Spielberg.
What are your first impressions?
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
I like this movie. Probably not something I'll revisit and shit anytime soon or nothing, but it's fun to watch. It's kind of long, isn't it? It's like 2.
Yeah, both these movies were over 2 fucking hours long.
Got some cheese on.
It's also like 20 years old now.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, 2002.
Oh,
I know,
just
man.
Like Jackass.
I have like a memory of being at my dad's house for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
And we'd go to the video store sometimes, and like this was a movie I watched with my dad and my stepmom. Watched that movie.
Uh-huh.
I remember liking it a lot. I like got it for Christmas or like my birthday, or I got it on DVD at some point back when I had my PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
You could watch DVDs on that motherfucker, and it was sweet. It was one of the first DVDs I had. It was like, I had The Perfect Storm. It was like, I had like this random assortment of DVDs. But yeah, I still like it. Had a budget of $52 million, and it made $352 million, Jack.
Hey, that's pretty damn good.
That's what you would expect when you got all this star power, and it's a Steven Spielberg movie. And
yeah,
I was
got some top shelf fucking actors.
Top shelf, and
Leo
the GOAT
DiCaprio.
had the greatest composer of all time, which I didn't realize that he did the score for it.
Wait, who was it?
Fucking motherfucking John Williams, the greatest of all time. Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Jaws. Pick a fucking movie. He's everywhere throughout your entire life, making badass shit. But yeah, Leo
DiCaprio,
Tom Hanks, Christopher Walken, Amy Adams,
Martin Sheen.
Many good people, and it's based off a true story, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Back when you could get away with crimes.
Right.
You know, like in the 60s, when you could just do shit like that, and they had like no way of like, they really had a hard time catching him. He was like a teenager.
Motherfuckers were getting away with murder.
You get away with
crazy back then.
Yeah, you could get away with some shit back in the day.
Right.
And it was like, I guess there's a book. I wouldn't mind checking that book out sometime. That the real Frank Abagnale wrote about his experience.
Abagnale.
If you don't know, this kid, he was a kid at the time, a teenager.
Yep.
Faked his way into being an airplane pilot and riding around shotgun, basically. He never flew a plane, but he would get on these seats on these planes.
The jumper seat, I think it's called.
He'd fly around all over the country and cash these fake checks from the airlines and like send money. Yeah, it was like it was crazy how he did it.
Redirecting the money to different places so it would take longer.
By the time they realized the check was fake, he already had the money in his hand, and he was just doing it all over the fucking world.
Yeah, that is pretty
I'm like,
cool.
You're like 18 years old? What the fuck was I? Just fucking...
I know, it does kind of make you think of Wolf of Wall Street a little. It's kind of in that vein type of movie.
A little bit. He wasn't like...
Where he's just like... He's
doing all
too
this
much
shit.
Fucking money and shit.
Well, just how do you...
Loads of money.
He's got like the presses and stuff, and he's peeling labels and making...
Yeah.
Back when you could fake a check.
Big label peeler, which I usually do with like High Life bottles.
Dude, if you would have been in the 60s, you could have fucking done this shit. Like, he's making his own checks and putting... I mean, how the fuck? I'm just trying to think of what I was doing at the time when I was 18 years old.
You gotta be...
Not that.
You gotta be pretty sharp.
I was just stoked to be like driving to fucking Target and shit with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't flying to fucking Paris, faking my way through an airline and stuff. Like,
faking my way downtown.
Christopher Walken's his dad, plays the dad.
You better keep Christopher Walken.
He's pretty good. I like him in this movie.
Yeah. Turn that cream into butter.
I guess he improvised a lot of his lines. In the scene we got to watch, he improvised a lot of that, which was kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Christopher Walken does Christopher Walken things. Hey,
Walken, just do your thing in this scene,
They give him a script. He's like, yeah, okay. I'm just going to do what I want.
We got a 96 tomato meter. We didn't throw that out yet.
That's pretty good.
89 audience. That is good.
Still pretty good.
Pretty ripe on the vine.
Pretty solid.
And I got a tagline that I found.
What is it?
The true story of a real fake.
Okay.
It works.
That's the best I could come up with, I guess. I don't know.
I mean... I don't think I really like the tagline, but
Steven Spielberg gets on the phone. He's like, how's the marketing coming for this movie? You got a good tagline for the poster? And like, we've been working on it all week, boss. That's what they came up with.
The true story of a real fake.
It did win some awards. Christopher Walken, where they were nominated, I guess. Christopher Walken was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and John Williams was nominated for Best Original Score, because he's the GOAT.
The greatest of all time.
To me, he is, dude. He's the man. Sure. All the scores you could ever think of. Hook.
I guess I don't
Even
know,
movies
I don't
like
know
Hook.
Him like that, I guess.
You do. You've heard him in everything.
Sure.
You just never, like... next time you're watching a movie,
to read the credits.
And like when his name pops up, like musical score, you see John Williams.
Who's the other guy who does a lot of
the GOAT?
Who's like Tim Burton stuff?
That's David Elfman.
Yeah, Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman, yeah.
Yeah, he does the Simpsons and shit too.
Yeah, he did the Tim Burton movies, the Tim Burton Batman movies, Spider-Man. I mean, fucking you name it. The dude's done a lot. He's done a lot of shit. He's another GOAT.
That's like the only
Hans Zimmerman, another big one. You
heard
those guys are on
name.
top. Yes, sir.
So yeah, what do we got?
Frank Abagnale's still alive. You can still find some videos on YouTube right now that are maybe like a couple years old of him talking about his experiences.
Still in the FBI?
No, remember at the end of the movie, he did it. He finished out the rest of his prison sentence working with Tom Hanks. They became friends. Carl Hanratty, not Hanratty, Hanratty or whatever the fuck. It's like, and then he worked for the FBI after that, and then it said he developed a security system for banks to prevent check fraud, and he made millions of fucking dollars.
Of course he did.
So he got fucking rich off of being a bank fraud, basically. Which is good. That's the American way. That's the American dream.
How many movies do you think Tom Hanks has done?
Where he has a Boston accent or a New York accent? Oh.
How many do you think? Because I was listening to this podcast, I think it was Smart List. They had Liam Neeson on. Liam Neeson's done over 100 movies.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, only like 10 or 15 come to mind.
That includes small parts and everything.
Sure. Sure. I don't know, man.
That's wild.
We got Goog right here. We can Goog it.
I mean, Tom Hanks is in everything, dude. What's some of your favorites? Big,
Forrest Gump,
Castaway.
Sure, Castaway. I think Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies that he's in.
Captain Phillips.
Haven't seen it.
That one was pretty good.
This Is My Boat Now, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm the captain.
Yeah, I'm the captain
now. Why can't I think of anything? There's the mermaid one.
He was in the Toy Story. Well, his voice was.
Oh yeah, of course, all
Woody.
The Toy Stories.
I'm like drawing a blank right now. There's, like you run through the big ones.
Yeah,
he's been in so fucking
big was fun.
Many of Saving Private Ryan. The Green Mile. I'm cheating. I'm reading them off right now.
Yeah, Green Mile. That one's good.
Yeah. How many movies has Tom Hanks been in? There's no definite count. Google says at least 103.
Yeah.
Like, even Google's not sure. Google's like, I don't fucking know.
He's on the same page with Liam Neeson.
Probably at least 103.
That's cool.
Yeah, Big.
Big was fun.
He's gonna be in this Elvis movie.
Other ones. He's in that. Oh yeah, he's all fat in it.
We saw a preview for that.
He's fat as fuck in it.
He'll probably like win an Oscar because they put him in a fat suit for that. Fucking.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What actors made the most movies? Well, James Earl Jones.
I feel like Nick Cage is up there. He's been in a lot of garbage.
John Carradine.
Oh,
Danny Trejo has 258 movies to his credit.
Not a lot of lead roles, though.
But, I mean, been in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he a lead role in? Machete? That's it.
Yeah. That I can think of.
Yeah.
But, dude, okay. So what if... Would you rather be the lead in like a good movie or have like a supporting or a few scenes in like a fantastic great movie?
Wait, say that again.
Would you rather be a lead? Would you rather be the lead actor in like in a good movie, like not great, but just a good flick? Would you rather have the starring, your name on the marquee, your top billing on a good movie, or would you rather come in and have just a few scenes in a fantastic
great movie?
Yeah.
That's a good would you rather.
I think I'd rather have come in and just like score or kill for a few scenes and fucking leave, and then
that'll lead to more.
Yeah, like the pressure's off. It's not all writing on you.
I guess probably
maybe. I don't know, just random.
I guess I'll go for the latter probably too.
Yeah, I think I would come in for a few scenes.
But you don't know beforehand if it's going to be a fucking killer movie or not.
No, I remember Will Ferrell was on one of the talk shows. I think it was like Jimmy Fallon. They were playing a game, and it was talking about bad movies. It was right before that Sherlock Holmes movie came out that he did. They got shit all over. I haven't seen it, but
Robert Downey.
It's like not good. Him and John C. Reilly did that Sherlock Holmes movie. You've
Will
already
Ferrell?
forgot about it, right? Because
it
fucking tanked. But they were like kind of trying to get him to make fun of bad movies, and he was like, well, you never make a movie intending it to be bad. You
That's
try and make
true.
it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Nobody sets out to make a bad movie.
For real.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a
There's
weird
probably a couple
sidebar.
Arguments for that.
Yeah.
But
couple notes. Well, my first note was...
Yeah, let's get back to this movie.
Because I haven't seen it in a long time. I didn't remember that it was a Steven Spielberg movie.
I know,
I
right?
didn't remember that. I was like, oh, shit.
He's the man.
And then I have fucking John Williams, the GOAT. It's my favorite. Yeah. You know how I am, dude. You know I love my fucking music scores,
you're always
man. I love
into
that
the
shit.
music of the movies.
I just have a great cast. And it's got a little bit of everything that I like in movies. It's got good acting. It's got some funny parts, some drama, and it's not really like a paint by it's not like a paint by numbers movies. It seems like there's a lot of those these days, and people rip on the Marvel movies for being like formulaic and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's
which
the
is
word.
Which is true. They definitely found the Nickelback formula to crushing out number one hits.
I like that.
They did though.
That's cool. I like that.
But yeah, just a fun watch, and I tend to like movies that are based on true events, true stories.
Sure.
For some reason, don't know why. Just always have liked that.
So yeah, you got DiCaprio. He's fucking
young DiCaprio, like rising up. Well, he's already big. Titanic.
Yeah,
and
what
all that
year
shit.
was Titanic? 01?
Mid 90s, mid to late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
So he was already a huge star, but he's still young. Leo.
What else he had some other good ones too, right?
All kinds, dude. Don't ask us to name any because we'll fucking blank.
We'll blank
I can
out.
blank on it right now.
Straight blank. But yeah,
Fucking
he's super
blanket.
smart kid, and he's learning from his dad too. He's like picking up things from Christopher Walken.
Not the best. His dad doesn't make good decisions and kind of fucks her family up.
But he's still like a smooth talker, kind of. Like,
oh yeah, talk his way out of anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So he kind of picked that up from his dad.
Which is Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Just to keep that in mind.
And yeah. So they're losing their house and shit, right?
His mom, his parents get a divorce, which I could relate. I'm like, oh, my parents got divorced. Why didn't I start riding on planes? Why didn't I rob the government for $4 million? Didn't do fucking anything about it.
Pretend to be a professor.
Yeah.
That is funny when he shows up in that school and people are like making fun of bullying him a little, and then
because he's wearing his preppy, because his family had money and he was going to like a preppy school, and he had he had
the monogram logo.
Yeah, he was getting picked on by the jocks or whatever
because he went to public school and shit. And then they get in the classroom and he fucking he writes his name on the board and he's like, everybody sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's like, my name is Mr. Abagnale. Not Abagnale, not Abagnale.
He just took
Abagnale. Yeah,
he took control of the room.
He did,
and he just played it off. They said he was doing it for like a week.
He was teaching this class for a week.
That's classic.
Christopher Walken thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, the old lady walks in and like, I was supposed to be subbing or whatever.
I was supposed to sub. I hear, and he's like, oh, sorry, I always sub for her. He's like, I'll never work for this school again. A woman of my age is not easy making the drive.
Yeah. Bro, yeah.
He's clearly
like, fuck off, old
high
lady.
IQ.
Yeah.
Quick on his feet.
Like
inventive.
leadership skills, I guess. Or just
right before that bully, the jock, who like knocked him down in the hallway or whatever, he picks him to read.
Yeah, in front of the class.
In like French, knowing like he's not going to be able to fucking read. He's like, got him back.
Yeah, kind of humiliates him a little.
Yeah.
That's fun. So yeah, they're losing their house.
Business is going bad. His mom starts banging his dad's business friends.
Oh yeah.
And then before you know
he
runs away.
And he starts conning and scamming.
One of my notes is, let me bring it back up. Frank lies and steals, does what he has to, not unlike Mikey from Red Rocket.
Hey, good parallel.
But he's far more likable.
I think Mikey's pretty likable.
I don't know.
But
I like, it's, you know.
In that that world, there's a lot of low lights.
It's two completely different scenarios, and he's like not really trying to.
That's cool though. I didn't think about that. They're both kind of like
they're both con men.
They're good at smoothing things
out, getting what they need to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
saying
not
what
really
they gotta say just to get what they want.
It, and then the only thing is, like, his isn't as personal. He's robbing from airlines.
Yeah,
and
big
banks,
corporations and shit.
And
Chase Bank.
Yeah, which I thought about, like, they fucked his dad over, so he's probably like, fuck these. That's why he went to that bank. Like, I had this thought, like, he goes to the bank that turned down his dad, Christopher Walken.
Didn't he start an account for him? His dad.
Oh, he did, didn't he? So he already
and he had
an account. But no, he created a bank account under a fake name.
That's right.
So I think it was like I don't know. I took it as like a fuck you to that bank because they turned his dad down. Yeah. But maybe I'm drawing too many lines.
That sounds right. But like, he did have an account there, right?
Yeah, he did. He's like, I put $25 in there. Don't tell your mother.
You get 50 checks. You could spend 50 cents and use all the checks.
Yeah. Little did he know that he would. It is fucking back when you could do crimes. He was getting away with some shit.
So yeah, we got DiCaprio. What's his name in this movie?
Frank Abagnale.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Junior, yeah.
And he's just faking it till he makes it.
Yeah, that's what he does this whole fucking movie.
I wish I had that, just a touch of that.
A little bit of fake it till you make it, yeah.
Right?
I'm too insecure and
yeah, I'm in my own way. You know what I mean?
Like I feel like I suck at everything.
Like a mental block. Yeah, we feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm never putting my shit out on Front Street or bragging about shit.
Hard.
I could be doing the most badass shit and nobody would fucking know. Like before I ever share like a TikTok video, I'm like, no, no, I'm not gonna share. Maybe no. Not gonna do it.
I know you start to post and you're like, never mind.
No, fucking
discard post.
Fuck that. Yeah, put that in the drafts for 3 months.
And then
just put that in the drafts. Forget about it.
Yeah, that's funny. We all suffer from the same shit.
Yeah. Didn't used to be that way. I don't know what happened. I had this conversation with Nate a few weeks ago. Really, I guess it was last week. He's like, you didn't used to be like that, dude. And I'm like, I don't fucking know what happened, man. Like, something happened over time, and experiences and things. Something happened.
It's just nature.
Something
and
started
nurture.
Fucking like
nature versus nurture.
Hammering my shit down to the fucking ground.
It's sad when you think about it.
Yes, it is. Yeah, let's move on. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about that.
Scrub that out.
Yeah, we'll cut that out. I wish I had a little more Abagnale in me.
Yeah, stick it right
in me. A little
more
Mikey Davies in me.
FBI is, kind of.
Oh yeah, Tom Hanks plays
the fake checks.
Tom Hanks plays a
secret agent.
Like a fraud guy a check fraud guy for the FBI, and that's his job, is catching.
That's his specialty.
Bank frauds and stuff. He's a very serious character. Doesn't make a lot of jokes. Takes his job very seriously and kind of gets shit on by the other cops.
What's the joke he says?
Oh, I got it in that
He's
clip.
like, I got a joke.
Yeah.
Should we cut to it?
Sure, we can cut to the clip. This is after Leo's been flying around for a bit. He's made some money. He's meeting up to have dinner with Christopher Walken.
I guess
this is after he's got some money. Meeting up at a fancy restaurant.
Some uniform, Frank.
What do you think?
He kind of looks like he could be Christopher Walken's son. Like if you look at him and then look at him.
Yeah, they got like the same shape head.
And they got their hair slicked back.
His eyes cold.
No, that's a chilled salad.
Could be
fork.
related.
Handsome as fuck,
Super
dude.
handsome.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I get it, ladies.
Charming.
Sometimes I wish his hands were around me on that fucking big boat. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I was flying.
What's that?
Which mouse am I?
Which mouse am I?
You're the second mouse.
1965 Cadillac DeVille convertible, brand new, Dad. Red with white interior, split seats, air conditioning, the works.
You giving me a Cadillac?
I'm giving you a Cadillac. Dad, she's parked downstairs. When we're done eating lunch, why don't you drive on over to Mom's house, pick her up, take a little joyride?
Do you know what would happen if the IRS found out I was driving around in a new coupe? I took the train here, Frank. I'm taking the train home.
All right. I have plenty of money. You know, if you never ever need anything.
You worried about me?
No, I'm not worried.
You think I can't buy my own car? 2 mice fell in a bucket of cream, Frank. Which one am I?
Yeah, that's second mouse. I went by the store today.
I had to close the store for a while. It's all about timing, Frank. Goddamn government knows that. They hit you when you're down. I wasn't gonna let them take it from me, so I just shut the doors myself, called their bluff.
I love this scene.
Goddamn government.
Sooner or later, they'll forget about me.
I understand.
Don't you?
Have you told Mom?
She's so stubborn. Your mother. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let her go without a fight. I'm fighting for us.
Dad.
Since the day we met.
Daddy, out of all those men, you were the one that took her home. Remember that?
200 men sitting in that tiny social hall watching her dance. What was the name of that town?
Montmarchard, Dad.
I didn't speak a word of French. 6 weeks later, she was
She's your wife.
My son bought me a Cadillac today. I think that calls for a toast. You're the best damn pilot in the sky.
It's not what you think. I'm just a co-pilot.
You see these people staring at you? These are the most powerful people in New York City. And they keep peeking over their shoulders, wondering where you're going tonight. Where you going, Frank?
Dad, nobody's staring at me.
Someplace exotic? Just tell me where you're going.
Los Angeles. Hollywood.
Hollywood. The rest of us really are suckers.
Excuse me.
So I got on this red dress and these high heels,
Here we go.
right? I got a bra like out here, okay? And I'm chasing these 2 Puerto Rican guys through the park.
Hanks and
They got a
the 2
suitcase
guys
filled
he's
with
working
bank
with.
robbery loot. Okay, I'm screaming out, FBI, freeze! And I'm reaching for my gun, but I can't find it in the broad. So damn big. I thought I was gonna shoot my tits off.
Come
Well,
on,
that's a funny story. People always laugh at that story.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Amdersky. If you were having so much fun undercover, why did you transfer to bank fraud?
I didn't transfer. I was censured and reassigned. It's like being punished. I was punished. I screwed up in the field.
What about you, Mr. Fox? Were you punished for screwing up in the field?
No, I've never worked in the field before. I audited background investigations of Department of Justice clerical applicants.
Oh, that's just great. I asked my team and they dragged the bottom of the Pacific.
Mind if I ask you a question, Agent Handwriting? How come you're so serious all the time?
So does it bother you, Mr. Amdersky?
Yeah. Yeah, it does bother me.
Does it bother you, Mr. Fox?
A little, I guess.
Oh, would you like to hear me tell a joke?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Yeah, we'd love to hear a joke from you.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Go fuck yourselves.
It's pretty funny. That's a good
And
one.
that's the one
wish
F
I
word
would-
you get.
I wish I would have thought of that joke.
Yeah, they call back to it later when he's leaving like the briefing room. He's like, "You guys want to hear a joke?" He's like, "Knock, knock." Like Tom Hanks has perfected that New York, like Boston up. He can do those accents very well.
By the way, if that clip got cut out by YouTube, we
Fucking
apologize.
YouTube. I ripped that clip off of YouTube. You can go fuck yourself. Knock, 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 YouTube.
Because on the last episode we did a movie one, we had to cut out a couple clips of, what was it, Memento.
Yeah.
And
that we stole from YouTube.
Even though we're not making money off this.
Yeah.
And
how does that work? We've got them from YouTube.
Like I uploaded it to YouTube. It said it wouldn't be visible in the U.S. if I posted it as is.
Argentina is getting it though. We got a big following in Argentina. Exactly. They're rocking it.
Yeah. What's her face?
Shout
out Maria. Yeah,
that's
dude,
right,
you called it. All right. Yeah, that's good scene. Couple scenes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Tom Hanks.
He's about to catch him right in that hotel room. That's the other clip you got, right?
Yep, it happens right after that. He fakes it till he makes it.
I know.
Literally.
That is a pretty fun scene. God. Yeah, I feel so bad for Tom Hanks, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying so hard.
He gets egg on his face a lot in this movie.
Yeah, a lot of egg. Lego my ego.
Tons of egg.
You got yolk on your face. Should we cut to?
Fuck it, fire it up. Fucking Cinder.
Fucking send
this is
it, brother.
like pretty much directly after that.
Send it.
It's in Hollywood at the hotel. And
boy,
Tom Hanks thinks he's busting through.
Sorry about that.
Startled us too.
FBI! Come out of the bathroom! Step out of the bathroom! Hands on your head.
That's the new IBM Selectric.
Put your hands on your head.
Change the print type in 5 seconds.
Shut up!
Pop out the ball.
Put your hands on your head! Put your hands!
You know, he's got over 200 checks here.
Hands
of India
on your head!
Drafting. He even has little payroll envelopes addressed to himself.
Put it down. Drop it!
Relax. You're late, all right? My name's Alan, Barry Allen, United States Secret Service. Your boy just tried to jump out the window. My partner has him in custody.
Significant?
Flash.
Oh, yeah.
You think the FBI are the only ones on this guy? I mean, come on.
Yeah, he names dropped comic book characters as his aliases throughout the movie.
Trail on this guy for months now. Hey, you mind taking that gun out of my face, please? Really? I mean, it makes me nervous.
I know, he keeps it cool even with the gun in his face. Sure. He plays it so cool.
Take my whole wallet. You want my gun too? Come over here, take my gun. Hey, look, just do me a favor. Take a look outside. Look out the window. My partner's walking him to the car as we speak. Look. Old guy almost pissed in his pants when I came through the door. He jumped right through the window onto the hood of my car. Hey, Murph. Yeah, call the LAPD again. I don't want people walking through my crime scene.
You could tell he's nervous as fuck right there.
Don't worry about it. Well, what's your name?
Henry. Carl Henry.
Mind if I see some identification?
Sure.
You never can be too careful these days. Well, tough luck, Carl. 5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself a pretty good collar.
It's all right. 10 seconds later, and you'd have been shot. Mind if I come downstairs with you? I gotta take a look at this guy.
Sure thing. Just do me a favor and sit tight for a second while I get this evidence downstairs. You know, I don't want some maid walking through here and making the bed. LAPD should be here any sec.
Wait.
That's a great fucking excuse.
Your wallet.
Now he's got everything he needs to keep making
hang
his
on to
shit
it
too
for
in
me.
his hands.
I trust you.
Clever bitch.
Clever girl.
Easy breezy, beautiful, clever girl. We got him.
Yeah. Service.
Uh-oh, he's starting to rethink it. Open the wallet. It's all just scraps of fucking logo, what do you call it? Printing labels.
Yeah, ripping stuff up.
Son of a bitch. Hey! You almost had him.
They fucking YouTube.
They
They
fucking
fucking chose to
bleeped
bleep
it.
that out, I guess. Okay.
What did he say? God damn it.
God damn it.
That's what you gotta bleep? Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess because God's involved.
Yeah. Fucking show him some
Damn it,
respect.
Yeah, so yeah, he chases him for a while. And then
All over the world,
he
really.
talks his way into becoming a doctor for a while.
Yeah.
And that's where you meet, what's her
Amy
name?
Adams,
Amy
yeah.
Adams.
Swing.
With the braces on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they start to get hot on his trail. He was known as the Skyway Man. That's what he
Skyway.
was dubbed. Flying around everywhere. So he's like, I gotta lay low. I should probably get something low key. I know. I'll run a hospital.
Yeah.
And all he did was like watch TV shows. That was like his
That's a good
fucking training. He made himself like a fake certificate. I mean, he faked his way through it all.
Yeah. And then, like, he eventually becomes a lawyer, too, right?
But he did do that legitimately. He
passed
studied
the
and
bar
passed the
test.
bar. And then at the end, he gets caught.
He tries to call a truce with Tom Hanks, but, you know,
Doesn't work.
that's not happening.
I don't know if you remember, but when they're in France, when he gets caught, they're in France. They're at that, like, the name of the town is the same town that his dad and his mom met.
Oh.
A little tie-in. And if I remember from the bonus features, because, you know, I used to watch those all the time on DVDs, bonus features.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah, the officer who grabs him up and puts him in the back, puts Leonardo Dicaprio in the back of the police car in France was none other than
Frank Abagnale.
Frank Abagnale.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
There you go. I believe so. Don't fucking take it to the bank, all right?
Hey, we're going to get a lot of phone calls on that one. The phones are lighting up.
The fucking email is going to be just flooded.
Yeah.
You're fucking wrong, Mike. You suck at that too.
And there's like it's like the wedding party, and he's about to flee. He's trying to get away with all the money. He's got like 2 big suitcases full of money,
full of dough.
And,
well, you think Martin Sheen's got him figured out at first, but then he even swoons Martin Sheen.
They kind of.
He's like, "Tell me, what do you really do?" And well, you know what I mean.
And
He's
he
like,
actually does.
He tells him, he's like, "I'm a fake. I'm not a pilot. I'm not this. I'm not that."
And then he completely goes the other way. He's like, "You're not all those things."
Yeah, it just totally still works somehow.
He just flips. Yeah.
He's like, "I'm a romantic too. I'm nothing without my woman."
Yeah, and he tries
somehow-
to get Amy Adams to meet him at the airport. So is he really in love with her or what? You
maybe.
think so?
I don't know. It's kind of up for debate.
Yeah.
It's up for debate.
Yeah, he tells her to meet him at the airport. He dips out.
Straight dupes.
And then he's at the airport just scanning, and he sees her, and then he sees all the other motherfuckers there.
Oh, yeah.
So she must have
She was in on catching him, at that point. Or they were watching her at least to catch him, and he decides to go take back to the skies.
Yep.
But he gets caught. Carl Hanratty, Tom Hanks catches him. He goes to prison, and then they start having him help them solve fraud cases.
Yeah.
And then he works for the FBI for the rest of his sentence.
Yeah.
Becomes besties with Carl Hanratty, Tom Hanks. They become friends.
Mm-hmm. How about that escape through the plane, though?
Yeah.
That was something else.
He's fucking insane.
He, escapes through
How
the
does he
toilet,
know how to do all this
basically.
shit? Yeah, he's like 19. Like, again. He's like 19, 20 fucking years old. And he's...
He got like 12 years in state
I forget
prison,
what they
Atlanta
said.
State Prison, but he only served like a year, I think.
He got his sentence cut down, I think, because he was working with the FBI to catch
then he
criminals.
starts helping, the FBI.
And then even after his sentence was over, he still worked for him.
And he was about to dip out again, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he comes back. Tom Hanks is like, nobody's chasing you, Frank. Nobody's chasing you.
I know. That's kind of what fueled him, I feel like. You
To
know
come
what I mean?
back.
What fueled him to do what he did was people were chasing him, and
he was running from shit.
I feel like he got something out of that,
he was
catch
running
me
away.
if you can. It's in the title, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like,
was
"Catch
literally
me if you
running
can."
away the
He's
whole
kinda-
time.
He's like, I can do whatever I want.
He was
Catch
very
me.
concerned with trying to get his parents back together throughout the movie. That was like a big goal.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Why, have you talked to mom yet?" He's like, "Frank, she's fucking Tim. They're married.
They're married.
They got a daughter."
All right. Well, that's basically that movie.
Yeah, it had a happy ending, I guess.
I love
made
happy
millions
endings.
of dollars. Who doesn't? I mean, sometimes
Ladies.
you got to pay for it.
Sometimes it's
You got to pay for a lot of things in life.
It's a little extra.
It's just a little extra.
Where do you sit on this time? This
Man,
time that you watched it.
It's been a while.
This viewing.
I've seen it a lot. I'm gonna go 7.5.
All right.
I still enjoyed it. It's like that's like a movie you could. I feel like I could, if I had the movie on my DVD rack. That's one you fucking maybe dust off every few years. Somebody who hasn't seen it, you're like, have you ever seen this movie? It's a good flick. Can you fucking dust it off, put it in there? It's a good movie. Good time.
I'll give it a 7, probably. Yeah, around there.
I know.
For the first time watching it.
Oh yeah, that was your first time watching it.
I guess I didn't mention that. Yeah.
I remember it from you said that last time.
I do like it. I don't know. I feel like it's not one that I'll, keep going over.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's obviously things I probably missed in it and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I had seen it a lot. Going back, it's a 20-year-old movie. I've probably seen it 20 times.
All right, well there you have it. That's
Catch Me If You Can.
Tom Hanks and them.
Worth a watch.
I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back to talk about Red Rocket.
Right back after these messages.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Welcome back to Distorted Minds. Hey, we're getting ready to talk about Red Rocket.
And it's not the South Park episode where Cartman's jacking off the dog.
Red Rocket. Red Rocket.
Red Rocket. Red Rocket. I thought about getting that clip for it.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Red Rocket. Red Rocket.
A good one to cut to. So this came out, I believe, December of last year. So it's a fairly new movie.
This is one of the newer movies we've talked about.
2001, yeah.
2021.
That's what I meant.
Not
like Jackass and the other movie.
Catch Me If You Can.
That's right.
It says it was released on some film festival, the James Caan's Film Festival. Caan's.
It was Cannes.
On July 14th, 2021. It was released in limited theaters on December 10th, 2021.
There you go.
It received praise for its direction and Rex's performance and received a variety of awards and nominations. The National Board Review listed it among the top 10 films of the year. Rex also won Best Actor awards from Los Angeles Film Critics Associations
Fuck yeah.
and the Independent Spirit Awards.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's a lot of praise.
Director Sean Baker.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Like I've said a bunch of times, I think this is only his third movie, and it's
what you
such
said.
a great movie. I fucking love this movie.
Oh, you were saying how many times you watched in that? You were saying you watched it a few times last episode, right? Or had you just watched it?
I just watched. This is my second time watching it for this.
Okay.
Which was I meant to get into at the beginning when I was talking about I have such bad luck with this movie because of the Amazon thing. Got blurry and
I
shit.
experienced that.
But then I bought it on DVD, and there was a skip in it, straight out of the box.
Can't win,
straight
man.
out of the wrapper. Sarah went to go return it, but
fucking can't win with this movie.
I know.
I did.
I looked up the specific Walmart to buy it at and shit, and I went and
It was hard to find. You had to search for it.
Yeah, it was at the US 31 Walmart.
Damn, that's all the way out in Avon. You drove across town to get this movie.
It's in Greenwood.
Oh, 30. Oh, yeah, that is 31.
Yeah.
I've been living here my whole fucking life. Don't worry about it. I know where I'm going. You take a left at the Burger King, and you go straight on till morning. Second Burger King to the right, straight on till morning, Mr. Spock.
This is a movie. It's a drama, comedy, dark comedy.
I'm going to say it's a dark, I would say loose comedy.
I do like dark comedies, dude.
You do. That's where we differ on that.
That's like being John Malkovich classifies as a dark comedy. And
I will just say up front, I like this a lot. I like this a lot better than John Malkovich. I would definitely watch this before.
As we said, starred Simon Rex, Brie Elrod, which was Strawberry, right?
I think Strawberry was Suzanna.
Brie Elrod was the ex-wife or the wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lexi. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Suzanna Son.
Yeah, it had a budget of
She's
$1.1 million.
Jack.
And it had a box office of 2.2. But I mean, this was a
Wait, say that again.
2.2 million.
What was the first number?
1.1 million.
Oh.
It had a limited release.
It doubled.
Well, it had a limited release.
Uh-huh.
And it did film festivals. It's not like that's a failure for this movie.
Theater
No.
movie.
Theater. No, it's
These
not.
fucking theaters, they only go for Marvel movies and shit like
That's
that
not
anymore.
true.
That's all they do.
Well,
I did
to be
watch-
fair, they have to make money to keep the theater open, and those movies make like $1 billion
They're
each
popular
fucking
as
time
fuck.
they come through.
I do agree with that.
But I mean, I wouldn't say
did
that's a
watch
failure by any means for this
Licorice
kind of
Pizza.
movie. In the theaters?
In theaters, yeah.
That's Hoffman's kid, right? Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid. You told me about that. I still haven't seen that yet.
It's
yeah, really? Okay.
I mean, I did like it, but
just wait till he stars in Twister 2.
it is a lot of nothing. I feel like Paul Thomas Anderson made that movie for himself. You know what I mean? Because that's
what they say all great artists do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, music, like you always hear or read about, you know.
Yeah.
We write music for ourselves first, and if the fans like it, then good. But if they don't,
fuck them.
We like it. Like, okay, 1996 James Hetfield making Load. I hope you did like that. I'm kidding. That's a decent album.
So yeah, this is an A24 film.
Which we just saw The Northman.
A24.
Which was A24, and I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was A24. They seem to cast a wide umbrella of shit because
also that movie Lamb that I saw, pretty new movie, fantastic. A24.
I saw a preview for an A20. Well, obviously, at Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Men.
Saw that preview. Yeah, there was that, but there was also one that was like a seashell. Or some kind of seashell. I swear to fucking God, and it talked, and it was like,
oh, I know what. I know
you know
what
I'm talking about
yes,
now. I forget the fucking name of the fucking movie.
It's a little tiny.
It looks weird as fuck, and it's talking
like sort of animated.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm like, that's when I was like, this A24 people, they're like, you got a weird idea? Here's some fucking money. Go make that shit.
Which is good.
Which is cool. You need those people.
For movies.
You need that people. They're not going to be able to go to Fox or Universal with that shit, and they're going to fucking pass on that shit. But you need movie studios like this to get
for sure
the low budget people's movies made who have flicks,
ideas.
Got ideas.
These people have real ideas.
Yeah.
Not just comic book stuff. That's
stealing other people's ideas to make their idea.
Recreating Spider-Man's been done like 5 times already.
Don't you fucking goddamn you talk about fucking.
It's the same story. God damn it.
No, it's not, Kevin. You don't understand the fucking.
He gets bit.
You don't
by
fucking
a spider.
understand how complex it
He's
is.
a Spider-Man.
You don't know.
How many Batmans have there been? God damn it.
A lot. I watched this whole sidebar on YouTube. There was this like Superman documentary, and there's been so many people that played Superman like throughout the years, like going way back.
Right.
Yeah. Well, him, and then there was a going back to like black and white movies. People played him. I mean, it's been a fuckload of Supermans throughout the years. This is like nothing new. There's gonna be 50 more Batman. They'll be making Batman movies when we're fucking 80, and they're like, and we just have chips in our heads, and you just blink and you're watching the fucking shit. You know what I mean?
How about Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk?
Yeah, who doesn't? I liked him on King of Queens as the neighbor. He was fun.
It's
you remember him?
Been a minute since I watched it, but yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, he was the neighbor.
Anywhoozle, this movie. Simon Rex is fantastic.
I'd never heard of.
He's charming and everything, but this movie is basically about grooming a young woman into porn.
Well, that's his get rich scheme.
Right.
He was a once popular. Well, you know how much he was a once popular
Mikey
porn
Saber.
star.
Yeah.
And then shit happened. You meet him in the movie. He's on a bus. He's all beat up.
Yep.
Something happened.
He's going back to Texas, where he's from.
Crawling back to his hometown, back to his ex-wife.
I think they're still married.
They were still married.
Yeah.
So he's not doing so hot. And then he at this donut shop, he sees this young, fiery, redheaded looking chick, and he sees dollar signs. The whole movie, he's just working people to get.
Yeah.
He's he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces of shit in this movie.
Yeah, which I think is like one of my notes was all the characters seemed pretty real. Like,
yeah,
people are.
That's the thing like about people. It, dude. He did use real people in this movie.
Really,
like unknown.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and that
they weren't. Yeah,
that's how Tangerine was too. I feel like.
Casting unknowns.
Yeah, and it does make it feel real. And you got this the the background is always like oil refineries and shit. So it's like it's like a poverty town.
Yep.
Yeah.
And somewhere in Texas, Texas City, whatever that is.
But just seeing all, I don't know. I feel like it looked good on screen for the thing he was trying to portray. It came out very well.
It was beautiful sunsets and things like that. Like, the main character, dirtbag.
Yeah, but a smooth talker.
Straight dirt. Yeah, he's
like, he shows up at his wife's house, but they're separated where they hate each other, and he's like he talks his way into staying there on the couch. And then he says he's gonna help out and he's gonna pay bills and all that type of shit, and
which he does eventually.
Yeah.
By selling weed.
Yeah. The drug dealer. That's a great.
I liked her.
That's a great scene. Yeah, when he goes to. She barely remembers him at first, and then he's like, maybe I could sell weed for you again, like the old days.
Yeah. Like Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hates him.
The daughter too. The daughter's like a badass little girl.
Yeah, she's a gangster as fuck. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't fuck with that if she was a real person. I wouldn't fuck with her.
So yeah,
but like I like the brothers and stuff. He's like, Mom, where's the hot sauce?
Oh yeah.
And she's like, you were the last one to have it.
It's probably under your bed.
You were the last one to have it. He's like, it's not in there. Where's the hot sauce? And she's like, the damn world would fall apart if I wasn't here. He's this big giant dude.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it is fun.
He starts sweet talking his way. He's using everybody. The neighbor, the kid.
Yeah, Lonnie.
With a car. Because he doesn't have a license. He's riding a bike.
Yeah, he's riding a bike everywhere.
So he's getting this kid. He's pretending to be this guy's friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he was younger and remembered him. He kind of was like, so he plays that into his advantage.
Yep.
He's getting this kid to drive him around so he can sell weed. And then, he's just, like I said in the other movie, he like Frank Abagnale was lying and stealing and shit to get what he wanted. Not quite as...
It's a different scale.
Not quite as personal or menacing, I guess. But same, to achieve their goals. His goals is to get back to Hollywood, get back in the game.
Yeah, wants to get back into... Or
porn industry.
He wants to be a scout now or whatever.
He sees this small town chick and he's fucking immediately. Yeah, he fucking starts grooming her. It's pretty fucked up, actually, when you think about it.
Isn't that crazy, dude? Like,
yeah,
you've never... I don't know if there's how many movies there are out there about this type of thing, but
it's pretty current.
This one kind of nailed it. You know what I mean?
He starts talking to her and he gets her to break up with her boyfriend. And
yeah.
He keeps like making hints that she would be good in porn, and he starts working on her to eventually
like wear her
down to manipulate her into, because all he doesn't care about her. I don't think he cares about anything about himself in the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of up for debate, clear. I think, a little bit, but he ultimately,
I don't think so. I didn't get that. I didn't get that he cared about anybody. That's the difference between him and Frank Abagnale. Like, Frank Abagnale cared about his parents and his family, and I don't think he really wanted to hurt people. Whereas this guy, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it was his fault. I mean, I don't want to jump all over the place, but
it's fine.
There's a juncture in the movie where he's riding in the car with his neighbor, and he's like, oh, that's the exit right there.
Yeah.
You're missing the exit, and the kid swerves to get off the exit and causes a big, massive
pile up.
And
spoiler alert. Man, you should really watch this movie before listening to this.
We should always like
it's fine, but
people should watch these movies before we're talking about them and spoil them. But
yeah, it kind of just cuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see the accident.
Right.
You just cut to them like, you don't fucking know me. We were never together, and they were throwing up and stuff.
Pukes, yeah.
And then he lets that dude take the fall for everything.
Lonnie Hill. He's got my last name.
Fuck. Yeah, he does. He lets him take the fall.
And then he's all... Spoiler alert again. But, like, he's all fucking excited. He's like, yes, yes. And then Lonnie's dad over there. And he's like, ooh, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he's...
After he hears the verdict.
He's a classic narcissist, manipulating.
I feel like I enjoy these type of movies, like pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
We have watched quite a few of your pieces of shit movies.
Inside Llewyn Davis, kind of. You know,
piece of shit.
I love it, dude.
See, that's where our tastes are just different.
There's no real redeeming qualities.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to redeem about this guy,
Mikey.
Yeah, that's his whole goal throughout the movie. Is I'm gonna try and get this chick to sign up for porn. She's my ticket back to the big time.
The whole time he's all telling Lonnie, he's like, "Yeah, man, she's into it." You know, he's like talking to him as a buddy.
Completely lying to him about it, and he's like, "I won all kinds of awards. It's basically Academy Awards for porn." And he's like, but what do you actually do?
He's like, shouldn't the woman get the award for doing the blowjob? He's like, but
I'm guiding the scene.
He's like, I'm basically face fucking her.
He's like, I'm guiding her throat down my cock.
He gets really into detail.
Yeah.
detail.
I'm like, all right. Everybody's saying that, like, well, you don't. Him and his ex or his wife.
Yeah.
They left that small town to go do porn. They were big porn stars. Something happened.
And
I got a question.
She's got a kid.
Was that his?
No, it's not. I don't think it was his kid.
Because I wasn't sure. I couldn't quite figure out that scenario.
But she was like, what was she? She was like, maybe we can go down to the CPS place, and since we're together, you know, they weren't technically together, but she was like, would you help me to, make it look like we're together to get the kid back? And he was like, fuck you.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
when he blows up on them, dude, like there's a couple different times, but those are just great scenes, you know?
Yeah, it's very real.
Very real.
Well, when he moves in, the mom and Lexi don't really want much to do with him, and then once he gives them money for rent, they start warming up to him.
Yeah, they
start fucking.
Yeah, he pops the pill. He's like, "Hey, you want to fuck or what?"
She's like, fuck it, you know. Yeah. So they start hanging out and fucking, and it's like I feel like she's probably thinking, but then I don't know, maybe they're just using him for rent and shit. Maybe they're all not great.
And they're Lexi and her mom. They do meth.
Meth.
Yeah. And that fucking scene when he's like, man, that shit really makes you guys religious or whatever.
The weed.
The meth. They're smoking meth, and but then they're singing like some sort of Jesus song. He's like, man, that meth really makes you guys religious, doesn't it?
I thought he was talking about the pot. I just remember he's seen him smoke, and he like opens up the kitchen window, and he's like, great life choices, guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's meth. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was crack or meth or one of those. Interchange them, I guess.
Same thing, yeah. I guess.
Not good.
Yeah. So, yeah. You meet and the Lonnie when they go to the mall, you know what I mean? He's like, I didn't know you served. He's like, yeah. And then he gets, thanks for your service. And then it turns out
they're at the mall.
Turns out he was he did stolen valor type thing.
And you've seen videos like that on YouTube, or not YouTube, like Facebook and shit. At least I had before, where like real soldiers are at the fucking mall or wherever,
calling
and
people
you
out.
see that guy he's all decked out in like Marine
Camo.
or Army looking clothes,
and
they're like, what's that patch mean? And he's like, that means this, and this. He goes, well, why is your dress patch on this thing? You know,
they're picking him apart.
Like, they're letting him give him some rope far enough to fucking hang himself with it before they clamp down on him. And that's like a real thing. People fucking do that shit, which I thought that's like an interesting thing to have in a movie.
To panhandle, to get money.
To get money, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. I was like, attention, because people really do that. There's cop impersonators.
Yeah.
People out there acting like police officers, pulling people over and shit. It's fucking whack, dude. Like, I don't get it. I guess that's like a cosplay on another level. I don't know. I don't fucking get it.
I guess
like, you fucking want to dress.
I guess if you're that desperate, I don't know.
But
it's a terrible thing, though.
It's not in this movie, but one of the like police impersonator videos I saw, this guy had like a nice house. He was like outside like working on a motorcycle with his dad, and like it was like all fucked up. Like there's something weird about him that and gets off on that or something. They enjoy the power that it comes with it, or the social standing, the status of like, oh, look at me, I'm a Marine, but really they're not. And stolen valor is like a very serious fucking crime.
Yeah, dude, that's you're a piece
that's
of
not
shit.
cool. You're a piece of shit if you're doing that. Back to everybody in this movie except for Strawberry.
Yeah.
She's kind of the only semi-innocent one.
Yeah.
and she's just a kid.
Yeah, 17.
And she's getting
legal. I guess they got different laws down there in Texas.
It's really hard to like root for this guy at all.
I know.
And I watched. I was telling you a little bit about it because I didn't know who Simon Rex was. You had said something about him being in the scary movies.
Yeah.
The scary movies. Is that how you want to fucking say it? The scary movies.
Couple of the scary movies.
Scary movies.
That makes sense.
And but he was in the ones that I didn't see.
Yeah.
And he had
I feel like the first one holds up. I don't know about any of the rest. Because I did watch the first one not that long, but maybe like a year ago, and it was still pretty great.
I bet. And like, it's sidebar, all they did, like, they were like, the Wayans were making those kind of movies, but then all they did was like put some white people in it and make it for white people, and it was super popular. It's really what the fuck happened.
The Wayans. They're a talented fucking family, I'll tell you what.
We used to rent and live in color fucking DVDs back in the day, dude.
Doing that too, dude.
Because it had Jim Carrey on there, Damon Wayans.
Let me tell you something.
Like,
Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, my mom would rent that shit for us all the fucking time. We'd watch that stuff. Anyway.
I
didn't know that guy.
Oh yeah,
and then I was watching an interview with him, and he talked about when Sean Baker gave him the script. It all happened like really quick. He had to like basically audition on iPhone, and within like days or whatever the fuck, if I'm remembering right, it wasn't that long. Like then he was making the movie. Anyway, when he got the script, he was like, "Wow, that guy's a piece of shit."
He sure is.
He's like, "How am I gonna get people to even
I feel
like this guy?" So, but he's charming as fuck.
I feel like he nailed it, dude. Like
he did a good job acting.
He was made for this role.
It was good. There was some good acting going on.
By all of them, like the unknowns too. Most of them, just good.
Yeah, there's only
acting.
Like 8 credits to this movie, and none of them. Only Simon Rex, Suzanna, and the woman who ran the donut shop have like more credits, like extra, where you can check them out.
Yeah.
He's dealing pot, dealing drugs to strippers,
and he's trying
dealing
to save
drugs
up money to get
back, dealing drugs. He's even screwing over.
He wasn't.
What's her name? He's not supposed to deal to the plant workers,
oil refinery workers,
but he does.
The hard hats, they call them.
The hard hats, yeah.
But yeah, he starts selling out of the donut store, because the Strawberry works there, and he's just always there, and the hard hats come in all the time, and he's even got like fake piss and shit.
He's selling them fake piss and shit, yeah. I got solid filmmaking, solid acting, solid writing. The characters seem real. And then Mikey's not very easy to root for. Simon Rex had a hell of a task as an actor to make any audience like him, even the tiniest bit.
Yeah.
He's a narcissistic ass bag. That's my exact wordage. I wrote down,
it's interesting.
I had like loads of people fucking seem to love it a lot. Like you seem to love it. It got a lot of attention. People, like I was trying to find clips on YouTube, and some of the clips, even the comment section, tons of people. So this is my favorite movie of the year. This is my favorite movie of the year. This is. I didn't personally run into that. I wouldn't say that was my favorite.
It's just a real fucking movie, dude.
It's a movie's movie.
It's real.
It's a movie's movie.
One of the things I had was because I listened to. He was on a podcast that I always listen to. They interviewed him. It's called "We Might Be Drunk" with Mark Norman and Sam Morril, and Simon Rex was on, and they were talking about this movie and everything. And he mentioned how, how they're watching TV a lot, the reality shows. The mom would come in and wake him up on the couch and shit, and she'd be watching reality TV. And then there would be other parts with like Donald Trump and shit.
You know what time frame it is? It's when.
Yeah.
he was running for president, you get kind of the setting.
Yeah,
of
but he
what's
said
going on in the world.
The reason why he like had those two things on TV was because like Donald Trump, it was like a reality show, you know, dealing with Donald Trump, that type of shit, the whole presidency. It was like a big reality show. So he contrasted the things that were on TV in the movie to make that point.
Politics, we don't fucking talk about that bullshit on here, but that shit does seem like the world is a fucking stage a lot of the time.
Exactly. Like, and I thought that was neat that he did that.
That's thoughtful.
Because, you know, the mom, Lexi's mom or whatever, she loves the reality shows. And then there's clips of like Trump and Hillary and shit.
When you said that she was like, they found real people to play that, I'm like, I could see her just being like, that may have been her actual house if she lived there. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow, where'd they find this lady at? Well, like, that's actually her house. She lives here. That's that's her.
It does
like
seem that way. And then Lonnie next door, dude.
Yeah,
it just seems
I was like,
so real.
I've seen that fucking guy.
Right? Like, I know these type of people.
I've seen that guy.
I know this type of people.
Pretty sure I just fucking saw that guy at the fucking gas station. Like, I've seen that guy.
Yeah.
Very real reality, super reality based.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah.
That's why
it goes back to.
It really hit me, you know, this movie, watching it, so.
Yeah,
I'm glad I got you to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know when the next time I would watch it. It's not it's just where we're different when we go to watch things.
Yeah.
You know,
we do have different tastes.
Yeah,
we overlap in some areas.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. You have like the two circles. You have the two circles, and then there's that little area in the middle where the circles intersect, and then that's where we like some of the same things.
That's where we connect.
We like some of the same things, but then there's the whole other parts of the circle where we're just different, which is cool.
Which is cool. Yeah, we're showing each other, you know, our sides. It's interesting. So, where are you going with the rating?
What did I write
Are we
down?
at that part? You got anything else to say?
Well, the ending.
Oh, yeah. See, the ending is up for debate, I feel like.
I was going to ask what you thought. So, at the end of the movie, he thinks he's got Strawberry ready to leave town because he's presented himself to her as like he has her dropping him off in this rich fancy neighborhood.
Yeah.
And eventually, you know, and then he waits for her to drive away and then he rides back. So he's been lying to her this whole time, presenting himself as something he's not, like playing her, playing Lonnie, he's playing everybody, even the lady he's buying weed from, he's underhanding her on the money. Underhanding her.
Yeah, he did get beat up and taken for his money right there at the end. And he had to run down the street all naked with his dick flopping around.
Like, so he's finally thinks he's got Strawberry ready to ride a bus from Texas to Hollywood to start their life as porn stars. He's thinking anyway, even though she's been kind of like, I'm not really down with that.
Yeah.
She's been like,
he's just been trying to wear her down, but she's kind of resisted, but seemed sort of into it. But.
Yeah. And so, and then he's talks to Lexi, and he's like, I'm gonna leave tomorrow. We don't want to fight, and he's like, I'm leaving tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed. And then he gets woken up where they called the drug dealers, and they're there for their money before he can skip town.
Yep. He's like, I didn't know I was gonna have to roll up on some naked dude.
Yeah. None of the dudes wanted to fucking wrestle or beat him up or shit because he's fucking buck ass.
He always sleeps naked.
Which, dude, I fucking sleep naked, dude. Who doesn't fucking sleep naked a lot?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's just a dude thing. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Don't come barging into my room.
If there's a fire, you're gonna see some shit.
Yeah, you're gonna see some shit you don't want to see.
That is funny how he's just running down the street.
He's just fucking sprinting.
And it pans down to his dick real quick.
Yeah. He's got a fucking hog down there, which...
Yeah. They said it was a prosthetic.
Yeah,
it was over his real dick.
It's a movie, yeah. I doubt they're these days anyway. Maybe, and
I think
going back they would have, but
they had to do that because of rating or whatever.
Probably, yeah, probably would have ruined the rating.
Mm-hmm.
If I was an actor, I'd been like, do they just lay out the prosthetic dicks? Like, you get, like, choosing lightsabers? Like you're fucking Ewan McGregor. Like, Ewan McGregor in Star Wars, they have these, like, lightsabers laid out, and he, like, got to pick one. He, like, they get
Hanging down.
The Jedis get to pick their lightsabers for the movie. Did he just go there and, like, one day on set, they're like, okay, the dicks are here. Come check them out.
Come pick a dick.
They got, like, 6 dicks lined up.
Pick a dick, will you?
And he's like, you got anything bigger? I mean, this guy's supposed, not for me, not to boost, but I mean, this guy's supposed to be a fucking porn star. You got anything bigger? They're like, well, we got this one over here. It's black, but we could paint it. So I'll take that one.
We got a makeup artist on set.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Before we get out of this movie, we have to mention the scene where she does the cover of the Bye 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 song on piano.
Oh, yeah. That song.
How fantastic was that?
That was neat.
That was great.
They start
it sounded
the movie,
amazing.
They start the movie with Bye 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 when he's on the bus.
That whole song is throughout this movie.
And then, she's playing on the piano, singing it.
And you can tell she's really got talent.
Yeah, I think some of the clips on YouTube is like she's actually
doing it?
Yeah, she's actually got some stuff on there you can check out.
Some chops.
She got some chops. She's a triple threat. Well, she's a double threat. I don't know if she can dance.
I don't know if she can fuck.
The triple threat is like, can you act, can you sing, and can you dance?
Oh, there was that joke about the Dave Chappelle tackle thing, where he got tackled on stage.
Oh yeah.
And then Jamie Foxx came and helped stomp the dude out.
No shit. I haven't watched it. I heard about it.
There was a tweet where a dude was like, now Jamie Foxx is a quadruple threat.
He can do it all.
Whoop your ass.
Whoop his ass.
But yeah, all right. Let's get into ratings real quick. This is kind of a long one. But
okay. I'm going 6.5.
6.5, huh? All right.
That was me being generous.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I'd say 6.5.
You're out of your mind.
I guess I am, because when I watched it and I had my feelings about it, and then when I'm looking for stuff, I keep seeing all these rave reviews and how like people are like, this is my favorite movie. This is my favorite movie of the year. This and this. I'm like, and then I was scrolling through the comments and I found like one person out of like 50 that said, this movie ain't all that. And I'm like, I feel that guy. It was good, It was like,
I vibe with that dude.
I was like,
I'm giving it a 9, dude. A solid 9.
Jesus, that's high.
Yes, I know it's high, and it's worth it. It's a great movie. It's fantastic.
It's a great movie if you want to spend 2 hours and like 18 minutes watching a guy be a piece of shit. I guess. I don't know.
Just the real life situations.
If you like that.
God, it just hits me.
I like
so hard in the butthole.
That's just not what I go for when I'm looking through my DVD rack or I'm browsing. It's
not his cup of jizz.
Not I actually have that. I didn't say the jizz part, but
I always say that because that's how the guys from Tuesdays with Story talk. So I always throw those in.
Not really my cup of tea, as we say. That's where I'm at on it.
Yeah. I think the only one that's been higher that I've rated so far is There Will Be Blood, which I gave a 9.5. I could easily give it a 10.
You gotta watch the 10s, dude. Perfect movie.
I've never given out a 10, but
well, I know, that's
what's a better movie than that? I don't know.
Oh, then There Will Be Blood?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. It's tough. It's such a good fucking movie.
It's so epic, as they say.
So what do you got next? We're talking about how we're both a little
on the fence
wishy-washy
about
what to pick.
I don't know. You want me to go first?
I'll go. I think I've decided.
Did you decide?
Right. It's getting to be summertime.
And the living's easy.
The weather's a-changing. Storms are brewing.
Oh, shit.
We're going back to the 90s. I'm going with Twister.
We're finally doing Twister, everybody.
Finally. I had to pull the trigger.
I almost picked it just so you couldn't pick it. Not today, but like I thought about that. I thought about just saying like,
Stealing.
I'm gonna pick this so you don't have to.
Yeah, I've put it off long enough.
Right. Twister. This is one of both of our childhood
That's one
favorites.
of the movies that falls in that little gap in the circles.
Yeah, the little pussy of the circles.
Yeah, I love it. Gotta eat it.
All right, that's great. I can't wait. I think that's HBO.
I just watched it like maybe last year. I could watch Twister once a week.
Bill Paxton,
fucking
fucking
love
Philip
that
Seymour
movie.
Hoffman, Helen Hunt.
Alan Ruck.
Alan Ruck. Oh,
Alan
darn.
Ruck.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn.
All right.
Van Halen doing the soundtrack. What up?
Shine on, shine on. Is that the song?
Yep.
All right. I nailed it. For my pick, I'm going all the way back to 1975.
1975.
Ooh, can you think of any 1975 movies?
Well, I don't know. Give me a hint. What's the tagline? Do you have the tagline?
That would be good. I don't know if you know this director, but Milos Forman.
Fuck, nope. Just go ahead and drop it. Don't know that one.
I will. All right. I won't give you the lead character, but here's some of the other characters or the other actors.
Okay.
Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Christopher Lloyd.
Fuck. Okay.
And then, all right, the lead, Jack Nicholson.
Are you going One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I just needed a few hints. Never seen it.
Yes.
But I know a
It's
random
great.
thing.
It's a great movie.
I've heard it's good.
So good.
Also, musical tie-in. That's what they say. James Hetfield took some inspiration when he wrote Sanitarium.
Leave me be.
Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Leave me the
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Never seen
I
that.
do love it. It's good.
Never seen it.
Yep,
I
old
love
nurse
Christopher Lloyd.
Nurse Ratchet.
Who doesn't love some Jack Nicholson?
Yeah,
he's in
dude.
a fucking insane asylum. That's got to be nuts.
Yeah, and you got Chief. Old Chief who doesn't say anything.
Yeah, cool.
Cool,
That's what's
man. Wrapping it up on that note. Thanks for listening if you made it this far.
Yeah, thank you for sticking around.
Thank you.
Stank you. Stank you.
Thank you very much.
Keep on stanking. Okay.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
See ya.
You can hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby.
Baby,
Bye, 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 bye. And I'm when I'm running up.
Bye bye.